Hello everyone, good morning. It's time to start the day. Grab your coffee, your favorite beverage, shine your light and light the way.
Good morning! Hello! It is Wednesday, August 20th, 2025, and it's time for Good Morning Coffee and Talk. I'm Dolly. This is the Wolf Girl Oracle, and I am really glad that you are here. So this is the, oh no, my mother-in-law is coming to visit stream. Actually, I'm more at peace with this right now than I have in previous times when she's come to visit. I'm in a very different place now, so yeah, I'm not that worried about it. Good morning, Pam. Good morning, Katie. Oops. Good morning, Katie. Hello. And good morning, Pam. There we go. The song came in just now. I immediately felt it had a political message. Well, you got to tell me what song you were hearing. Good morning, Kelly. How are you? I hope you're feeling a little bit better today. Good morning, Sin. How are you, my buddy? Got your chai ready? Rock and roll. Okay. Good morning, Fatima. It is good to see you, my sweet, sweet friend. My beautiful, lovely friend. I am so glad that you're here. So yeah, everybody's saying hi to each other. So while you all are doing that, yeah, I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling better than I thought I would at this moment. I have a little PTSD when it comes to my mother-in-law. She's one of those mom-in-laws where nobody is good enough for her son kind of thing. And I'm going to tear you apart bit by bit by bit by bit by bit. I'm going to criticize how you clean. I'm going to criticize how you dress. I'm going to criticize your weight. I'm going to criticize how you cook. I'm going to criticize everything, and I'm going to try to break you down. I'm going to try to get under your skin and control you through this kind of person, And about, I don't know, years ago, I just was like, you know what? Forget this. Forget this noise. Forget this noise. I don't need this in my life. And I kind of stopped letting her affect me as much, but I still to this day get twinges of, it's that little, how we were talking about that little pea in the back of your head? I think it was on Katie's show yesterday, right? You got that little pea in the back of your head that gives you some doubt, that always kicks in a little bit. But right now I'm feeling actually pretty darn good. Oh, Kelly says, I had very difficult mother-in-laws. Yeah, she's something. But, oh, hi, Swampy. Good morning. It is good to see you. How are you? Normally I would not be the person to volunteer saying, hey, let's ask her to come visit, okay? Normally that would not be me. But I got a message from Spirit that said, this is something that's really important that you do this right now, because this might be the last time that you see her. And that kind of shook me up a bit. So I went and talked to Rick about it. I said, she's got this class reunion she wants to go to. She has nobody to stay with. Should we volunteer, And she has no money. Okay. So I'm like, should we volunteer to fly her up and let her stay here so that she can go to this class reunion? And Rick at first was like, ooh, I don't know, and I'm like, I really feel like this is the right thing to do. And he's like, okay. So I actually brought this to me, but I feel like I'm going to be glad that I did. So that's where we're at with that. Yes. Oh, Ralph's here. Good morning. You made it. Woo! You made it. Katie says, my ex-mother-in-law and I barely spoke. It was so bad. Oh, geez. Yeah, that's kind of how her. Kelly says, my current mother-in-law hated me, but she passed away and came to me after and surrounded me with love. Isn't that wonderful when that happens? Because when people leave this realm and they actually see reality and they get the full picture and they recognize what they've done, it's important that I'm proud of you, Katie or Kelly, because you have embraced it and you're embracing the love and receiving the love, which is so healing, not only for you, but for her. So good on you, my friend. Okay. Kelly says, when we played Spider Solitaire together, I won over 50 games in a row and usually cannot win more than 3 in a row. Wow. Pam says, I'm sorry about your mother-in-law. My first mother-in-law was chilly emotionally, and she thought she was better than me and my ilk. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Yeah, I know I will. You're right, Katie. 100%. And since then, my mother-in-law has been with me in spirit and on my spiritual team. That is so awesome. I love hearing stories like that. I think that is so cool. And Katie says, my ex-mother-in-law lives across town, lives across town. So she's still in this world. Pam says, my current late mother-in-law was like a mother to me, more than my own. Oh, see, that's the stories we want to hear. Hey, Janet, how are you? It's good to see you. Hey, everybody, work looking, but at home. Okay. Oh, you get to work in your pajamas today. Is that right? You get to work in your pajamas, or you wear a real nice top on top, and then on the bottom, you're like in your underwear. That's funny. You just don't, if you're in a Zoom meeting, just don't quick get up to go to the bathroom or something. You know what I'm saying? Unless you want them to know you really well. Kelly says, yeah, it was so cool. I felt her presence playing a game with me and I kept winning. And when I told my husband, he said it was her favorite game and it is one of my proofs of afterlife. Yeah. Good morning, Nils. How are you this morning? It is good to see you. We're just talking about mother-in-laws because mine is coming to visit. Oh, okay. Well, just make sure you put on some pants. Put on your pants. Janet. Nils is great. I'm glad that you're great. That makes me happy. Yeah. And, one of the things that she is on a no salt diet right now. And so cooking is going to be challenging. I don't use a lot of salt anyways. I'm more of a let's use all the flavors kind of girl, and then maybe add a little bit of salt later, and then it's Himalayan salt. It's the pink salt. So, she is coming tomorrow night. And then she's staying through next week, Wednesday. So next week, Wednesday, you guys, I will not be doing a good morning coffee and talk, just so you know. And it's because she'll still be here. Fatima says, I was lucky. My mother-in-law was an angel. Oh, you were lucky. Nils says, oh, if you arrange the letters in mother-in-law, it spells woman Hitler. Oh, you broke the Dali, Nils. You broke the Dali. Oh my gosh. That is so funny. It's true though. Look at that. WOMAN. Oh, you are right. Oh my. Kelly is saying, Katie, I'm signing up for the God Box. Yes. So if you guys want to know about the God Box, we're going to do a Zoom meeting. Katie is going to do a Zoom meeting where she teaches us how to make a God Box. And basically it's a box with a slit in the top that you put little things, messages into, things that you maybe want to let go of, or just concerns that maybe you want to give up to the divine. And you do that for the period of a month. And then either on the new moon or on a full moon, depending on what you decide, you take those things and you take them out of the God box and you get rid of them. You can burn them, you can shred them, you can do whatever it is that you do to release that energy. But basically, it's a practice in releasing energy. So we're going to get together on Zoom and we are going to make some. And Katie's going to kind of talk us through the creative process, and we'll all be doing it together. So if you're interested in that, please contact Katie. If you go to her Katie Moonchild's World channel, on any video or even in her bio, you can click on it and get her email address and just send her an email and say, hey, I'd like to take part in this. And she will get your email and get you signed up, because we can only have so many people in there. I think it's 20. Correct me if I'm wrong, Katie. So it's going to be kind of first come, first serve. And I already took up one of the spots, to be honest with you. So if you'd like to get in on that, please email Katie and say, yes, I want to do a God Box Zoom meeting with you. And we're going to do Zoom craft. So, yes. All right. Let me go down the list. And Dolly's on the floor. Yeah. Nils made Dolly pass out live on camera. Somebody get it and put it on TikTok. Okay, Nils says, my brain works weird. Like, why does Pacific Ocean have 3 C's that are all pronounced differently? Pacific Ocean. I never noticed that before. The world will never know. Wow. We're all going to have so much fun. Yes, we will. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be fun. I like doing creative things, and, I think this is a neat idea. And I'm all about releasing. I'm all about releasing things. So when you give something over to the divine, you shouldn't take it back. But we do, don't we? We say, Freya, take this burden from me. And then all of a sudden I'm picking the burden back up and bringing it back to me. Well, that isn't what you're supposed to do. We're supposed to give it and let it go, release it to the universe and let it go. And this is just a tactile way of doing that. Tactile, is that the word I'm looking for? An actual physical way of doing something, writing it down, which I think releases it from your body. It just sort of takes it off your spirit and puts it onto the paper, and then you fold it up, you put it in the box, and at the end of the month, just pick up the box and throw it in the fire, or throw it in the barbecue, or keep the box and just take all the papers and throw them in there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I'm probably going to keep the box, because if I make something pretty, I'm not sure that I'm going to want to throw it away. But yeah, the papers, go and just burn them up or shred them up. Have your dog eat them. No, don't give them to your dog. I'm just kidding. That's terrible advice. Don't listen to me. All right. Okay, everybody saying hi. Janet says the God Box sounds great. Yeah, take part. It'll be fun. It will be fun. All right, I'm just going down the list. What did I miss here? What did Pam say that I missed? I'm going back up. I'm trying to keep up the chat, you guys. Sometimes it's really hard. It's very, very difficult sometimes. Oh, you're going to go see Billy Idol and Joan Jett. I love them both. That's going to be so... Oh, what a fun dance party that's going to be. That is going to be so cool. I've seen them both in concert, and they're both fantastic. Joan Jett is really good. Oh, Janet says, I haven't been able to email you. My cat Chips has been ill and taking all my energy. Oh, prayers for Chips. Oh, sweet kitty. Prayers for Chips. Pam says, I'm making corned beef in the pressure cooker so I can bring Rubens for tailgate. Oh my gosh, I love corned beef. You don't even know. You don't even know. I only make it a couple times a year and I love it. Yeah, prayers for Janet's sweet kitty. Yeah, Katie says, I need your email so I can send you the link when we are ready. So like I said, if you go to her YouTube channel, her email is all over the place in every one of her videos and in the bio. All right, I'm so far behind you guys. I'm like zipping through here. Kelly says, I hate it when animals are sick and they cannot tell us how to help. I pray for Kitty. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ralph says, break my wrist, break my arm. Oh, no. Yeah, the God box is really neat. I think I can't wait to do it. I think it's gonna. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to try. You know, I have all these at one time. At one time in my life, I thought that scrapbooking would be fun. I learned that I am not a scrapbooker, and if you are a scrapbooker, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But I don't have the. I don't know. Some people have just got like the talent for taking something, making something from nothing, you know, and I'm not that girl. Everything that I do, whether it be carving, even flint knapping, I have to look at something and I can't pull the image from my memory the way that some people. I wish I had that talent. I do not though. So I often have to mimic what I see. I mean, even this, I made this. I don't know if I ever showed this to you guys. I just took this spare piece of wood and I made this, you know, this wolf with runes. Can you see that? But I was looking at a picture when I did this. I didn't like just carve this out of my brain. I had to actually look at something and carve it from there because I'm just not good at the whole pull it out of your brain thing. But I have all this scrapbooking stuff. I have tons of it. And I sometimes pull it out and I'll make personalized cards for people and stuff like that. I'm okay at that. So I'm excited to actually be able to take some of these things that I have and put them into a God box. You know? Yeah, I need the box. You're right. I need the box. So I have to come up with a creative idea for a box. And I got a lot to release. And I think that that's something too, you know, in consideration. I don't want, if I were to try to release everything in a month, I would probably need a refrigerator box. And where am I going to put that? Issues like tissues, one right after the other. You know what I'm saying? But realistically, I have to make something that's going to like fit my space. You know, meaning it's going to need to be in here, you know, where I do all my thinking about things that I want to release. So I have to come up with a box. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Katie. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Nils. I got a couple skills, Nils. I got a couple. Not many. Oh, thank you, Janet. I appreciate that. And Katie says, a God box is a place where you write down your worries, tear them off in the back, tear them off, where you write down your worries. You put them in the box to hold your worries so you don't have to. Then you have a ceremony once a month to release your worries to spirit. Thank you. You explained that very well. I always call it things I want to release, but yeah, that's better. Well, thank you. I got a couple. Also, it's yours, so the whole idea is to honor what you're using it for, right? You decorated up with anything and everything that is sacred to you. It can be stuff from your garden, like seed pods. Oh, that's neat. That's a great idea. What a great idea. Yeah. What a great idea. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm going to have to think about what I'm going to put on my God box. Stuff that represents me and is important to me and sacred to me. Well, I'll probably put a Mjolnir on there for sure. Probably some hawks, some wolves, dragonflies. Yeah, wow, we got a lot of thinking to do. Neat. I'm excited. And Janet says the God box is a great reason to use my fire pit this fall. That's what I'm talking about. Woohoo! Yeah, right now I don't even have a fire pit. I had one. Right now we've got a gas fire pit, so I don't want to throw it in there. But I'll come up with something. I have a cauldron. I can always put a little fire in the cauldron and burn it all off. Katie had a really good card of the day this morning. It was the Five of Wands, which is very interesting because when I did my personal reading this morning, I also got the Five of Wands as one of the cards. And, the Five of Wands is interesting because it does represent like competitiveness and conflict, and with my mother-in-law coming, I can see where that is a little bit on my spirit, so it doesn't surprise me that it came up in both of these things today, because tomorrow she's coming. But I also got the Strength card, and the Strength card is so much, it really represents like all the things about you that are internal, that are strong and steadfast and steady, balanced. Because strength is more than just about muscles. Strength is about, your strength of character, your strength of discipline, personal discipline. It's all these things. And I felt like Spirit was saying to me, yeah, you've got this thing coming up, but you've got this. You've got this. So, yeah, I really appreciate Katie's card of the day. I mean, it really always gives me like something to think about first thing in the morning, where I'm ready to receive, where I'm able to receive. Sometimes the blah, blah, blah of the day turns you into being a less receptive individual to things, spiritual things maybe, especially if you've got a lot on your plate or you've got a lot going on in your life. But first thing when I wake up, I always wake up joyful. It makes Chrissy crazy. She's always like, not everybody's happy first thing in the morning, but I am always happy. I don't know why that is, but I am. And it's when I can receive, so I really appreciate it, Katie. You don't know. I love you. Katie says, I have even made stamps out of potatoes to decorate paper to wrap stuff. Oh, that's fun. I remember doing that. Make tassels out of old fabric, make paper beads. Yeah. I've made paper beads. Paper beads are fun. Pam says, Rachel, I never mentioned that the wolf logo you use in your channel. I use that same exact image for Ralph's band, Chris the Wolf. Oh, get out of here. No way. That's so cool. Wow, it's a small world. Hey, there's Chrissy.
Say hello.
Chrissy's come to say hi. Hi, Chrissy. I'll move over so you can say hi.
Hello, everyone.
There are so many people here today. We've got Pam, we've got Nils, Kelly, Katie, Janet, Sin.
Sorry, I don't have my glasses. I can't read.
Swampy,
Good
Ralph
morning.
and Pam. Ralph and Pam are the ones who live on the East Coast who were telling us, hey, if you need us to get you linguiça, we can.
Oh, okay.
Good people. These are all good people. All these people in here are good people. So, yeah. Cries. Oh, cries wolf. Gotcha. I love that. That's super cool. Nils says, moi. Moi. I don't know why I find this funny, but I find this very funny. I used to teach vacation Bible school when I was younger and a church person. Children, we're going to talk about plant medicine today. Can you say that with me? Plant medicine. Everyone get out your lighters. Oh my gosh. That is so funny. Everybody's saying hi, 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 hi.
Hello. Okay, I'll let you be.
Okay, honey. I love you.
I love you too.
I will have fun.
Yes.
Okay.
I figured I'd come.
Well, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you brought your beautiful, yes, your beautiful energy here to say good morning.
Okay.
Okay, honey. Thank you. Kelly says, so in an hour, my husband and I have a meeting where we are trying to get funding for our TV show. Please send good vibes when you have a minute. Thank you. Oh, for a TV show. That's neat. Yes, we will send good vibes to you. I got to send them this way because you are this way from me. Kelly, good vibes to you. You will get it. You will get this funding. Ralph says, ooh, I love plant medicine. I think most of us in here do. Oh, is this your first time meeting Chrissy? Yeah, that's my girl. That's my partner. She's beautiful. She's still not working, but that's okay. You know, we decided after she got let go that she would take at least a week to just allow her spirit to heal, you know, so that she can make a good decision about what to do next. So she's just been spending this week just sort of, you know, just existing and being in the moment. And it's been nice. It's been very nice. Katie says, ha, 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 ha. Oh, you betcha. You betcha. I think that's exciting. That's really exciting. I used to work in TV. Did you know that? I did. I worked for PBS. Not as talent, though. No talent here. No, I'm just kidding. I worked behind the camera. Ran camera, did editing, lighting, that kind of stuff. Makeup, did a lot of makeup on, put a lot of makeup on people. Fatima says, it's hard to lose a job. I have been through it lots of times. Yeah, I've been through it a few times too. It's scary. The one good thing is this happened to her and she's in a safe place right now. She's safe here with us, right? We're not going to let anything happen to her. But it's still scary. I mean, she's 53 and, you know, when you get it over 50, you start thinking, is anyone really going to want me? You know what I mean? And that's kind of what she's going through right now, but I know she'll be okay. Yes, she's taking time for herself. That's right. Fatima's 63 and semi-retired. Nice. So you working part-time now, Fatima? And Fatima says, when I turn 65, I will get your full pension. And what a party that will be. We'll be partying with Fatima. We'll be like, whoop, 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 whoop. Maybe that's when we'll have our big Super Mongo impromptu dance party. We'll be dancing with Fatima. Katie says, taking time to breathe is always good. Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, it's a lot to process, you know, it's a lot to process. And I want her to take her time and process it correctly. You know, I don't want her to force process anything. I just want it to naturally naturally just kind of roll off. And she's feeling so much better now. She's in a much brighter, better place. So she's recognizing that this was definitely a blessing in disguise, because there's no way that she was not happy there. And there's no way that she would have quit, right? She would not have quit, she would not have quit. So it was like the universe said, this is not healthy for you. This is not doing you good. This is not making you happy. If you don't do it, I'm going to do it. And she didn't do it. So the universe did it. So, hi, Sonia. Happy hump day. Whoop, whoop. Good to see you. He says, I've been through it often too. Changing jobs was usually my choice. I changed my mind often. Yeah, I think it's a little bit different when you make the decision yourself, but you still go through sort of the same process, right? You're letting go of something old. You're going to be embracing something new, and new change can be exciting, but it also can be a little scary, right? So she's kind of going through these feelings, but I know the right thing will come to her. That's what we're manifesting. We're going to manifest that the right, perfect job will come to her, and it'll be just the right fit. That's what we're manifesting. Yes. Fatima says, no, I am not employed. My husband says, you have plenty to do at the house. I have 7 people in the house. Oh, see, that's what I'm doing right now, too. I'm sort of taking care of my family. I call myself retired right now so that I can take care of everybody here, because with 4 of us, if 3 of them are working full time, if I was also working for full time or even part time, I wouldn't be able to take care of things the way that I do right now. And everybody here is real happy that I'm here to do that. They've already got the stresses of their jobs. They don't need to have the stresses of their house as well. So I take care of that. And I'm happy to do it because I'm a weirdo who enjoys cleaning and cooking. And yeah, I'm being a really good housewife. I never thought that those words would come out of my mouth. I have managed hundreds of people. I had hundreds of people working for me for a good chunk of my life, right? And I took such great pride in that. But I don't know that I was ever really happy. I was proud of myself and what I was doing, but I don't know that I was happy. I am happy now, taking care of my family. So it is what it is, right? It is what it is. People are saying hello. Yeah, that is a full house. You got that right. 7 people. Wow. I've got 4, 4 with me, and all the animals that we have as well. That link is me singing Billy Idol with Cries the Wolf video work by Pammy. Oh, neat. Wait, what link? I didn't see a link. I did not see a link. All right. Well, do me a favor. Could you guys email me that link so that I can see it? Because I'd love to see that. I always wanted to be in a band. I was in a band for a very, very short time in 1986. A very short time playing drums. But yeah, I always wanted to be in a band. I know it helped when the bank flooded a day or so later. Well, it felt like karma. It really did. It felt like karma. The bank that Chrissy worked at flooded in the rains. It was underwater. Not just the basement. The whole bank was. I'm still working, but I got my first Social Security check this month just in time to pay the vet bills. Divine timing. All right. I love when things work out like that. I'm sorry that you have a sick kitty, but I'm so glad that you were able to get the kitty to the vet and didn't have any financial strains with that. Links are having issues. Yeah, just, what? If you email it to me, Pammy, I will post it in my community. I'll post it on my community page and say, for those of you who are in my chat and heard us talking about, singing, the singing link, here you go, I think that you have to, what I have to do is I have to make Pam a moderator in order for the links to work. Yeah. And I don't remember how to do that in StreamYard. So I'll do that later. I'll also make you guys moderators. Anybody in here who isn't a moderator, I'll try to get you all in here as moderators. Didn't Animal the Muppet play drums? Yes. Animal! Ah! Oh, I enjoyed drumming. Drumming was fun. Wasn't the best drummer in the world, but I was good enough to be on drill team. So Ralph just emailed me the link. All right, let's see if I can do this. Hang on. Give me 1 second here. Hopefully I won't lose you guys. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I just need to do this. Oh, I gotta change this. Go here. And, okay, yes. All right. Let me just click on this. Let me grab it. All right. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. All right, here we go. Hopefully this will post. You guys got it? We could all watch it together later. After the show, watch it. But yeah, that's cool. Neat. So it looks like you play guitar as well, Ralph? Or is that a bass? That's neat. Yeah. Cool. Clicked, subscribed, and I'm back. Yeah, that's what I did too. I'm going to watch it though. I'm going to watch it later for sure. For sure. I'll give it a thumbs up right now, just so we got a thumbs up. That's from 6 years ago. Wow. Okay. So are you still in a band, Ralph? Or do you still play? Or do you just now kind of play off just for your own thing? Bass. Okay. Oh, that's like, I always wanted to learn how to play bass. I like the rhythm. Yeah, I like the rhythm stuff, I'm just not coordinated. I have autism, so I don't have a lot of fine dexterity. Although I played clarinet just fine. I don't know. Maybe I could learn. I play a little bit of piano. I've taught myself different chords on the guitar, but, so I can strum out like some easy tunes, but nothing fancy. I played a little bit of ukulele for a while, but I haven't in a long time. So if I picked one up, I probably wouldn't even know what I'm doing. Never enough to like say I played that, But regrouping, okay. Well, if you need someone to play triangle right here, or cowbell, you need more cowbell. Do I have a... Oh, I got here. Play this thing. I don't know what this thing is called, but this is a good thing for when I'm journeying. The new band is called Stone Road. Cool. Like Rhode Island. Oh, yes. Nils has a Discord server as well. Yes. I listen to it all the time. When I'm cleaning and stuff, Nils, I've got that like running in the background, music running in the background all the time from your channel. with the slide whistle. That's hysterical. Katie sings and plays a little bit of piano. You're hired. Oh, thank you. It's a wonderful instrument because you can you can shake it like a rattle, or hit it like a rattle, or you can just hold it in your hand and twist. And I use that when I do journeying. I have a regular rattle too for it. Like this is my, I don't know if you guys can see that, my rattle that I often use when I'm doing journeys. But I'll often use the other one just because it's so easy. You really aren't shaking your whole body. Like this is kind of shaking a little bit more, but there you're just kind of twisting. So I use both. I interchange depending on my mood. I had to de-pagan my room for my mother-in-law's visit. I just feel like that's the easiest thing to do. I don't need her to accept me. I just don't. So thought it'd make it easier. Katie says, I am learning my hand drum that Dali gave me for my birthday. I love the sound. I love the sound of that too. I want to get one for myself. I don't have one, but I would like one. Sonia loves the design. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I wanted to show you guys something. Oh, Lee's here. Hi, how are you? My Dali, my hair is shorter than yours now, and I love it. Oh, rock on. Buzzcut sisters. Buzzcut sisters. It's good to see you, my friend. I wanted to show you, I got some new propaganda books to show you guys. So, oh no, I have to add to stage. There we go. All right, so look at this one, you guys. I got the Kid's Guide to Immigration, and earlier this year, I got the Kid's Guide to Illegal Immigration. Now the new propaganda one is the Kid's Guide to Immigration. And on this page, wait, let me get to it here. This is the one that bothers me the most. It says that legal immigration has the guy in handcuffs, has this really tough looking cop, and it says under fact, it says some people say undocumented immigration instead of illegal immigration. This is a form of political correctness because it avoids calling illegal immigration a crime. Both terms mean the same thing, and it's still illegal either way. So right there, they're forging divisiveness, of course, again, as they always do. And that just gets on my last nerve. Most of it is pretty benign, but this page, just making it look scary, and every illegal immigrant is a criminal. They're a hardened criminal that is going to come into your life and do horrible, horrible things to you and your family. This just gets on my last nerve. I don't think people realize just how many people came to this country illegally and were illegal for the entirety of your lives. If you go into your ancestry and you look it up, you will find that happened left, right, up, and down, because the flooding of, you think immigration, people are flooding into the country now. It was far worse back in the day, and they didn't have the infrastructure to process all the people that were coming through. So yeah, a lot of people came and stayed the entirety of their life as illegal immigrants. My great-grandfather was one of them. So, all right, and then we've got the Kid's Guide to Law Enforcement. Now, I want you guys to take a look at this. I want you to take a look at the people that are depicted in the Kid's Guide to Law Enforcement, okay? What you're going to see in this book, the average Joe people are all brown skinned, all of them. Now this cop is black, okay, and so is this kid, but like everyone in here, brown skin, handcuffs, brown skin. The Crusader is white, brown skin. One white girl towards the end, and at the very end, well, there's more brown skinned, and then you've got the police, the happy, nice police. Look at how nice and white they are. Look at how nice and white they are. This kind of indoctrination is like getting on my last nerve. I am not even kidding you. I am so sick and tired of this. You know, if you want to take something, and don't get me wrong, I am perfectly okay with there being all kinds of people. If they took all kinds of people and depicted America as this multicultural thing, that would be fine. It bothers me when they make all the average Joe people who might be criminals or might be affected by criminals as being brown skinned and the police as white. That scares me. If you want to normalize something that isn't right, you start with the children. You see what I'm saying? And that like gets on my last nerve. I'm just saying that. I'm up on my soapbox, but this is what I'm saying. And I can't believe that. Yeah. So that was my rant moment. Thank you for attending. Gets on my last nerve. Okay. Some of the political channels are finally picking up on the child indoctrination that's going on that I've been talking about for over a year now, and I've got the books to prove it. Are we going to have youth camps next to the indoctrinate children like Russians and the Nazis did? Right. I hope not. I have mixed views on immigration. I do too. Okay, I don't want people coming into the country illegally. I don't. You know, I don't. But we also, as a country, have to face the fact that we, as a capitalist economy, rely on a class of people that don't get paid a lot. We rely on that to revolve our debt. So if we're going to stay in a situation where we're continuously revolving our debt and we need workers who make very little money to like feed us and clean our hotels and do all the things, then we have to recognize that this class of people that comes over to the border illegally is probably going to continue to happen because they're getting paid. And we have greedy companies who are willing to pay people less than nothing, even if they're illegal. That has to change. That's my opinion. Okay. I'm sorry if I'm talking strongly. I shouldn't do that. I'm saying this with love, you know, but it is something that frustrates me. Something fierce. Something fierce. Janice says, I'm enjoying my life in the city so much more than the suburbs. So diverse and interesting. Yes, I love diversity. Katie says, I live 90 miles from the U.S.-Mexico border. I see a lot of what you all know nothing about. It has been, oops, where did that go? It has been going on here for as long as I can remember. Right. Neil says, if they have been here for 6+ years and they've been functional tax-paying folks, I believe they should be expected for citizenship. I agree with you 100%. I don't want people living off of our generosity. You know, that I'm not okay with. All right. But if people are coming here, especially the migrant workers who go from farm to farm to farm to farm to help with all the different harvestings of things, we need that. do you want a can of beans to cost $7? Because if we're going to pay American taxpayers to work in these canning factories, canning the peas, that's how much it's going to cost you. Okay, because nobody is going to work for under minimum wage. So I think we need to fix our economy before anything else can be fixed. I'm just saying. Let's see. Katie says, we all forget that most of the population of Mexico are indigenous people of the Northern Hemisphere. When do we stop punishing these people for being here first, right? There are so many great skilled workers that are foreign immigrants. They should be paid a fair wage and allowed opportunity for citizenship, not deported. I agree with you on that too. They are basically making them indentured servants in the farm industry, from what I understand. They are. Yes, you are correct. Kelly says, I missed a little because I was sprucing up, washing my face, brushing my teeth, and whatever I do that my dog demands. I do the same for her, so it takes twice as long, and I should video it. Yeah, you should. That would be fun. We need a guest worker program. Amen, sister. That's what I'm saying. There are so many immigrants highly experienced in construction and other trades. Yes, they are. Kelly Bach, please record you and your dog. Yes. Please record you and your dog. Hey, I didn't read you guys the affirminator. Let me do that. Affirminator. All right. Our affirmation card today is personal growth. As I move towards greater consciousness, I feel old thoughts and habits fall away. Like training wheels on a bike, they help me get to where I am. But now I can ride. I don't need those slow and crummy wheels, except for when I'm making bike analogies. Oh, I think I read this one last week. Let me read the next one. I think I put it back in the thing wrong. Playfulness. And it's Mary Poppins on a motorcycle. Badass Mary Poppins. She says, I am playful. I am a playful participant in life. I always have the option to make something a fun game rather than a heavy burden. Mary Poppins put sugar in the medicine for a reason. That lady really knows how to party. Mary Poppins likes plant medicine. I'm convinced of that. I mean, and she gave it to the children, and that's why they saw her flying around with an umbrella. I'm just saying. It all makes sense now. Oh. All right, I'm going down. Katie says, this has been a great show. Well, thank you. Thank you for saying that. I'm having a good time. I am. I also want to do get into the spirit of spirit. And let's do a little reading here for everybody, for the collective. Let me get these cards out. This is the Inner Child Oracle by Amanda Lynn Asling. I think that's how you say it, Asling. I love this deck. I've been very intimately involved with this deck now for about a month or so. Pam says, yes, immigrants have to better work ethic as a whole. Yeah. They work hard. They do. I don't know if of course we can't say that about every immigrant, but every immigrant that I've come into contact with has been a very, very hardworking individual. Angels protect us. Spirits of the land in my home. The land Vitir and the Hus Vitir. Surround us, and ancestors, please give us wisdom. What do you want us to know for this week? Please and thank you, and I love you. All right, let me get the other camera up so we could do it there. All right. So the first card is, today is the day. It is time to begin the journey. Today is the day. It is time to begin the journey. And we have a lady with a giraffe getting ready to go down the path. Okay, let me make sure that that's in frame. All right, the second card is, spend time in nature. Let the beauty of nature refresh your soul. And I know with this group, nature is a big thing. You know, you all know the positive benefits of spending time in nature. All right, and the third card is, you do not have to go it alone. Reach out for support in this time. You know, so what I'm feeling from Spirit is a call to taking a break, a call to spending some time in nature, being with and surrounding yourself, being in and surrounding yourself with positivity, with positive people, positive ideas. Not saying that you should like push off things that concern you, but to just take some time to immerse yourself in something positive. We are embarking on a new journey right now. Things are changing. I'm really sensing like a big shift in the collective. And I think that those of you who are sensitive are also feeling this. There is a lot of, oh, okay, going on right now. All right. So being peaceful, being gentle, being kind, being positive, being open-armed, these are the wheels that are going to take us on our journey into the shift. Okay? This is where the time right now is very crucial. It's very crucial for us not to hate. It's very crucial for us right now to be loving, open-armed members of the community, not judging, not showing hate, even when it's directed at us. You can always pull yourself away from the hate, but don't engage or react to hate. Okay, let's be open-armed. Let's be loving. Let's start this journey. Let's move forward. Okay, that is what I am getting from Spirit right now. Okay, I hope that resonates for some or all of you. There we go. I'm back. Hello. All right. Let me go back up here. See what I missed. Nils says, we have immigrants that live down the road helping to build the new steel plant. Great people. We are inviting them to our house for Thanksgiving dinner. Oh, that is so sweet. That is so sweet. And, you know, I believe in that. I believe in that engagement because that's what America's about, right? That's what I see America as being. You know, the other night when we had our movie night, we had all kinds of people here. We had every color of skin that you can think of. We had every religion you could think of. You know, everybody together. I'm sure mixing of political persuasions, but we all came together. We enjoyed each other's company. We ate great food. We watched a fun movie, and it was fun. And I was looking at it, and I'm like, this is the America I want to see. This is what I am envisioning. This is what I'm manifesting, is that kind of community engagement and just civil participation in the community. You know, that's what I'm talking about. So good for you, Nils. Good for you. There is a big shift occurring. October makes me cautious. So many people are saying that, Nils. Katie just said that today. She just said that to me. Saturn is doing some crazy stuff. Yes, you are right. Oh, okay. Well, hello, Julie Etheridge. I'm glad that you're gay. You be you. All right. Katie says, can you imagine if the U.S., Canada, and Mexican work together as sisters? That is what I am manifesting for all immigrants. Yeah, that would be awesome. That's what I'm talking about. And Neil says, yes, they are so far away from their families. It's nice to invite them into our community and home. That's right. And that's just a darn nice thing for us to do as human beings. Let's be human beings to each other. Let's see each other as humans first. Everything else is kind of immaterial, right? That's the way I look at it. Everything else is kind of immaterial. We're human beings first, all of us. Mm-hmm. All of the America would be one strong, not just the USA. Yeah, that would be neat. I mean, I remember a time when, and I'm sure there's most of you in here, I think, are old enough to remember a time when we could cross the borders between Canada and Mexico without a passport, right? People just came and went. I remember driving up to Canada and just driving past a guy who kind of just waved at me. I want to get back to that. Yes, the Bible says we should welcome those who come into our land. Yes, it does say that. You are correct. So why aren't we doing that? I mean, like I said, my mixed feelings are with, I don't think that the borders should be wide open to just anybody. I think that people should have to go through a process to come into our country, right? I don't want to invite in people who might try to harm us. But I believe that it needs to be revamped and adjusted for that. And like Katie says, I think that we should have like a special migratory visa for the people who come in and help us harvest our food every year. And it's good for like many years, like 10 years or something like that. Not something that they have to apply for every year, but something that they can actually bring in with them like a passport year after year after year after year to come in to do work here. A worker's visa that is specifically for agriculture or, whatever else we might need. So that's just, I'm sorry. I like to try to keep things light. And I apologize for getting up on a soapbox, but these are human beings and we are just treating them like they're animals. And that really bothers me. They are not animals. They are human beings. And they're coming here because their place is awful. Who wants to leave their land? Who wants to leave their home? Nobody wants to do that. Can you imagine what they must be going through? Have a little compassion. What they must be going through to be able to say, I'm going to up and leave and go there because what I've got here is so awful. But at the same time, if they're saying to themselves, oh, if I go to America, I don't even have to work. They're going to put me in a hotel. They're going to give me a phone. They're going to give me health insurance. I'm not okay with that either. Okay. We need a balance in there. We need a balance. So we are here to love, not hate. Thank you, Fatima. That is what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. So let's manifest that. Let's manifest love today. Love and compassion for our fellow human beings. And let's just go out there and be darn nice people. Okay. Together we thrive, as Katie says. All right. Well, I'm going to end this now. We are at 11:04. So thank you all for coming. I love you guys. I love you guys. Yes. Be excellent to each other. Amen. I will see you guys probably in about a week before I can come back. So not next Wednesday, but the following Wednesday, I'll be back for another Good Morning Coffee and Talk. Okay. But Katie will be doing hers. Sonia will be doing hers. Both of them are at 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Katie on Tuesday, Sonia is on Friday. So let's all keep the good vibes going, you guys. I'll try to be in it as much as I can while this is all going on. And I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. You guys have a great day. I am going to end this. So we'll see you again soon.
Thank you for coming to my show. I'll see you all next time. You all rock. Dolly loves you. Dance around the room. It's time to go. Why are you still here? Dolly needs a sandwich and a nap. I'll see you next time. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for coming. I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Thank you for coming to my show. I'll see you all next time. You all rock. Dolly loves you.